So many of us want to be so-called that girl, the it girl, or that woman. You see someone who always looks put together, and you think maybe you'd want to join in on that, but you have no idea where to start. Or maybe you just think that it takes a lot more effort. Now, it does require more effort to look put together, but it's not an impossible feat. Actually, the concept of looking more put together regularly is more common sense logic than anything, and it's a lot easier to do once you have that routine and set of practices in place. So, here are my 6 easy steps that are actionable today, tomorrow, next week that you can do to look more put together and polished on a regular basis with minimal effort. Step 1 may be a little harsh and it may seem extreme, but you need to get rid of everything in your wardrobe that makes you look sloppy or unpolished, including your loungewear and pajamas. Yes, I said your loungewear and your pajamas, and I will explain why. Yes, although loungewear tends to be things that we wear around the house, let's keep in mind that everything we do influences our mood. So if I'm walking around the house in my frumpy holy college t-shirt, I'm not really doing much to deposit positive self-image or a mood boost for myself. But even more than that, on the obvious side, we are practicing the basic skill of looking put together and polished all the time. So we want to practice always looking our best for the occasion, even if it's just sitting in your living room. And I know that this may seem like an extreme practice, especially when we're talking about pajamas and loungewear, but it is so necessary. Now, as far as your wardrobe, you definitely want to immediately rid yourself of anything that looks weird on you or just generally makes you feel uncomfortable, or anything that you tend to think is unflattering or you don't reach for it as often as you reach for the things that you love. Now, this is personal. This is not me saying that you need to always have on high heels and you need to always wear dresses, because I do believe that your personal style is more important. If you are more into street wear and you go into looking more polished and chic, it may not suit you and you will still have a hard time pulling off this polished and effortless look because you're chasing something that is not authentic to you. The point of this step is not to change what you wear, but it is to ensure that everything that you have available to wear is of the best quality, it's clean, and it's the best representation of who you are. This is especially important if you are more minimal with your wardrobe, because now you're working with fewer items, so you indeed want to make sure that the fewer items that you do have will work for you. You want to make sure that they look nice because you have fewer options to pull from, so those options need to work for you. Now, the simple science behind this is if you have clothes that don't look good, when you put them on, they still won't look good. So you put yourself in an awkward position when you're starting with clothes that look frumpy or not put together or dingy to begin with. So take the time to make the first step going through your closet, identifying what items still work for you, what still looks flattering, what you still approve of, and go ahead and get rid of everything else. Just remember to stay within your style. This is not the time to chase an aesthetic. Go with what works for you. Step 2 is proper physical upkeep. Now, I'm no longer a nail salon gal, so I'm not going there. I only go about 3 to 4 times per year, and I only get a mani and pedi, no polish. But I do shape, clean, groom, and sometimes polish my nails at home. It does require a little bit of time every week, maybe 30 to 45 minutes just to get everything looking nice. But this is a step that I no longer skip for myself. I'm not going to tell you how long or short they need to be. I do wear mine short, and I'm always polishing it a neutral color if I polish it at all. I just think that clean, healthy nails don't hurt the presentation. And again, you can style them however you like. The main idea is just to keep your hands and your nails looking clean because it does a lot for your appearance. Now, I also take hair into consideration when I talk about proper upkeep. This one, again, is a little bit more common sense because we know that hair is one of the first and most obvious things that people notice about us when they see us. What I'm about to say may be controversial, take it or leave it, because I know that as women, we like to do a lot to our hair. I love varied hairstyles as much as the next woman, but I have learned over time to not deviate from 2 to 3 hairstyles. I stick to the same rotation of hairstyles for myself for a few reasons. One, too much experimentation leaves it up to chance that I won't look my best. How many times have you tried a new style and it turned out disastrous or not at all how you planned? Having a set of go-to styles prevents this. You know it's always going to turn out the exact same way or relatively the same. Second, it just helps with decision fatigue. Now, again, it doesn't matter if it's natural, if it's straight, if it's curly. I would just recommend that you find 2 to 3 styles that look great on you and always use those as your go-to. The third reason is that it can lead you to owning fewer products. And if you cycle the same 3 styles, especially if you're doing them yourself, you will get really good at producing pretty consistent results. And the end result by default will be you looking good with minimal effort. In my case, I have natural hair, so I'm either wearing my hair pressed with curls, perm rod set, or a sleek bun. And what is great about those styles is that they all end up working really well together and playing off of each other. So if I start with my hair straight and pressed out with curls, that may last me about a week. Then I can easily transition into either going into a bun or going ahead and doing those perm rods. Either way, I know that when I go with these styles, I know how they're going to look. I know that I can look presentable, and I know that I will get my desired results every time. And that understanding is what makes it an effortless experience and easy to accomplish. Step 3 requires a little bit more discipline. It's taking care of your skin. Now, the reason I say this takes discipline is because it's not that we need a 12-step skincare routine. It's that our lifestyle has to be in a healthy and consistent state. Good skincare is not just having a good cleanser or an exfoliator or even a good moisturizer. The best moisturizer for your skin is what you put inside your body. If you stay hydrated, if you eat the things that you are supposed to eat, healthy skin will come as a result. However, if you eat more processed foods, maybe you're not keeping your body as hydrated as you should, that will show itself in your skin. So our skincare should be a priority because clean and healthy skin will always make you look great, even if you have a bare face. But also, if you do wear makeup, it allows you to have a healthy foundation to build on so that your makeup look can be flawless and seamless. So prioritize taking care of your skin by taking care of your body overall. And of course, you should have some type of routine where you're cleaning your face, but it doesn't need to be as extreme and product driven as what you see online. You need something to clean your face, you need something to exfoliate your face. Baking soda is great for that, and you need a moisturizer for your face. Step 4 also requires discipline. Move your body regularly. How we look and feel in our clothes matters, and it's directly influenced by how we care for ourselves physically. Now, I am no extremist. I don't do anything wildly active. I just walk and I maintain a healthy lifestyle. But part of liking the way that you look in your clothes and looking put together and the way you look in general is based on your physical health. So don't neglect that. Step 6 is to plan ahead. Now, this is a little bit more, again, on the common sense side, but it's something that we tend to forget. In order for us to look put together all the time, it does require a little bit of effort on our part to go the extra step of planning ahead. This helps us to manage our time effectively. It gives us enough time to sort out whether or not what we're planning to put on or how we're planning to present ourselves is appropriate for the occasion. In planning ahead, the best part about planning ahead, at least for me, is that I decrease decision fatigue. Taking the time to plan ahead means that in the moment, you're not as frazzled, you're not as rushed. It's easier to take your time and get things together because everything is already laid out for you. And contrary to popular belief, it does not take a tremendous deal of effort to plan anything. It's just a matter of setting the time aside to do it. So this could look like checking the weather the night before, wrapping your hair if needed, planning out your clothes and setting them up, envisioning how you're going to do your makeup, or even better, if you wear makeup, having a more everyday routine rather than waking up and changing what you do every single day. Then to add to that, you also just want to give yourself more time to get ready. In the morning, wake up a little bit earlier so that you have enough time to dedicate to getting yourself together. Again, these are all simple things, but they're things that we forget sometimes, and they're actionable and they actually make a difference if you start today. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope these steps are helpful. See you in the next one.